Today, folks, we have an interesting one. We have two extremes. We have a very cheap flat iron that comes under $10, $9.99 with tax. And then we have the other extreme, a flat iron that comes at $249 US without tax. So basically, I wanted to test these out and see why would somebody pay $10 for a flat iron, and then why would somebody pay $250 for a flat iron? All the questions hopefully will get answered in today's video. This right here is a cheap option, which is a Revlon. It was the cheapest flat iron on Amazon that was not a mini. They did have miniature ones for $3.99, but I wanted to give this one a fair shot to a regular one with both 1-inch plates. And then we have this one, the GHD Platinum Plus Styler, which looks very expensive and it looks very pretty. Coming at you at $250 US. So I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna have Revlon on my left side because the cord is super short and it doesn't really reach really far, and the outlet is right here, so it has to be really close. And then the GHD is gonna be on my right side. So I am going to straighten my hair a little bit. That's not the true test. The true test for me and my hair type is how well this curls and how well the curls last throughout the day. So basically that's how I want to do it. You guys are going to come along with me throughout the day and just see how well the hair lasts and how well it looks. And basically at the end of the day, we're going to see what looks better and what prevailed. So a little bit about the Revlon. These plates are ceramic coated. So I don't know what the actual plates are. They're not specifying what materials the plate is made out of, just the coating. And it has only two temperature settings. It has a high and a low. The high goes up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and the low, I have no idea. I tried to look on the box, I tried to look online, I couldn't find the temperature setting for low. And then the GHD, it has an optimal temperature setting in here at 365 Fahrenheit, which basically has a circuit board in here that reads the temperature every second to make sure the temperature is at its optimum at 365, and it doesn't go higher and it doesn't go lower. So basically you want to get as even temperature when you style your hair. So I think we might stick with the low, see what happens. We're going to try to use our Seek thermal camera, see what it picks up at. And the one thing I don't like about this already, the Revlon, it doesn't have a swivel cord. That's gonna be so bad for curling the hair. This one has a nice swivel cord. I love that. You guys, it's the little things I start looking into. I'm like, wow, I actually never appreciated the swivel cord until I don't have it. You know what I mean? We're gonna start off first with the Revlon, and that seems like a good section. I'm just gonna brush it through once, and I'm just gonna guide it with the flat iron. It's smoking, but I'm barely putting any pressure on. Pretty good job. That's a really good job actually, just for one pass. The plates don't glide through the hair as easily or smoothly compared to a lot of other flat irons in the $50 range, but it did a really good job from the first pass. And the one thing I do want to say, the plates, they're not floating. They're very stationary plates. So basically why a lot of flat irons have floating plates like these, when you do move the flat iron on your hair, the plates and your hair are all parallel. That's why floating plates are great. So that way there's gonna be no gaps in your hair in the plates. All right, so let's move on to this side and do the same thing. Is it weird that I feel like this one gave a straighter look than the GHD? Do you guys see that? $10 versus $250. Okay, wow. This one is up for a battle. It's not going down easily. But for this one, I do want to say the plates are very smooth. There's no snagging, and it does very easily glide through the hair. I'm actually very impressed. If you want a really sleek look, I think the Revlon actually beat the GHD with that one. And now I'm gonna do it without the brush for both sides, just to see how it feels. Because I know a lot of people don't use a brush and a flat iron. So let's just do the regular way. Yeah, I feel like I have to put a lot more force with this one. And it does kind of pull at the hair. But I mean, that's very straight. I'm just trying to look underneath. I did miss a little bit of hair right here. Yeah, this is, I feel like it's kind of, because the texture of the plates is not as smooth, So it's kind of making that. And I'm barely putting force on the plates. So I really don't like that. But look at that, it's nice and straight. We're just gonna check the temperature once again. It's keeping it at 300, which is really good. So far, the results are actually really blowing my mind, but I don't like how I'm getting the results. I don't like the noise that it's creating. It's not as smooth, and I feel like I'm actually damaging my hair a lot. All right, so let's move on to the GHD side, and we're gonna do the same thing without the brush. Okay, both for one pass, I am very impressed. I have the old GHD. This is their newer version, the Platinum Plus, and I loved that GHD for years until the Bioyana came into my life and replaced that GHD. But this one I haven't tried yet, so I'm kind of also impressed with the newer version. But so far, the Revlon for straightening the hair, making it really nice and sleek, I think it's given GHD a run for its money. This is a very straight to the point. It's a straightener. It will straighten your hair if you want it to straighten. I feel like the GHD has a little bit more versatility just because I am looking at the plates and it's very square and very straight, and then it has these ridges on the Revlon. I might have a hard time curling my hair, which I am not looking forward to. But I am very impressed with the results for straightening the hair. So I'm just gonna take a good 2-inch section. And then if you guys want to watch a more in-depth tutorial on how to curl your hair with a flat iron, I will link the video down below for you guys. So I'm gonna go pretty fast with this. Okay, so it definitely curled the hair, but it was getting stuck on the plates. Let's straighten this out. Man, I just really don't like that sound. And it does not feel good on the hair. But it did definitely curl the hair, as you guys can see. All right, so let's just continue doing this. And do you guys see what's happening with the cord? As I'm trying to curl, it's not working with me. Ugh, I hate that sound. Yeah, it's creating a lot of frizz. Oh, so smooth. And the cord is working with you. It doesn't make the crunchy sandpaper noise when it's going through your hair. The difference. So the reason why the GHD plates are so smooth when they glide through your hair is because they're precision milled and they have a gloss coating, so it already helps to glide through your hair easily, and it does have a little bit of a curvature, so when you do curl your hair, the hair will glide along with the straightener, not have to force it. Just with this one, it's straight, it has really straight ends with the plates, and it's ceramic coated, so it's not as smooth. And when you do curl your hair, you have to kind of force it to put more tension on your hair, so that's why it's creating that frizz. All right, so let's move on to the next part, which we didn't straighten, and we'll see what happens here, because a lot of the times when you straighten your hair first and then you curl it, the results are fabulous if the flat iron is crap. But if you don't straighten your hair and you just curl it, the results can be really bad. Yeah, it has a harder time going through the hair when it's not straight. Oh man, I hate that sound. So bad. Wow. So one thing that just puts me off, if it's creating that sound, it's not doing good stuff to the hair. It's causing way too much friction between the plates and my hair, which will result in breakage, split ends, all the amazing stuff that you want with your hair. You guys see that swivel cord? What you doing, homeboy? Do you hear it from there? It's loud. Okay, so there we go. We're just gonna let that cool off. Obviously, I'm creating a lot smaller curls with this one because you can see the Revlon is smaller than the GHD. So they're gonna be a lot tighter versus this one's gonna be a little bit more loose. Like honestly, I'm not very impressed with the GHD Flat Iron. It's not like really blowing me away. I'm trying to compare it to my Bioionic kind of because they're kind of in the same price range, even though this is more expensive at $250 versus Bioionic is $230. I'm kind of, it's Flat Iron. The Bioionic, the way it glides through your hair when you curl it is so smooth. All right, we have one more section left for each flat iron, and let's finish this off. Look at that frizz. What is happening here?
Volume.
Yeah, I guess if you're trying to go for that frizzy volume.
Yeah.
I seriously feel so bad for my hair right now. It does not look good. It does not look shiny, it does not look sleek. It just looks like a hot mess. Sounds like I'm sandpapering my hair. Wow, that frizz is living its best life. Look at that frizz. It is giving me a lot of volume on my left side, but not the volume that I'm looking for. That is not a good look. All right, let's do the GHD. Should I continue? I'm just gonna quickly brush out, and I'm not going to apply any product because I just want to see how well they last. They both look very similar, which I'm very happy about. So the one thing I do want to say I'm very impressed with is the Revlon for straightening the hair with one pass. You guys saw it at the very beginning. That was phenomenal. I was basically taken aback with the results. I was really impressed with that. I do want to say that even though it does straighten very well, I will give it that. You guys heard the little crunching, that little grindy noise in the hair. I never want to hear that. I hate that. It's because of the plates. They're very uneven. It's whatever coating, it's whatever ceramic they're using. It's not smooth, and it's not smooth in your hair. That will create a lot of breakage. It will create a lot of split ends on your hair. That is really unnecessary. You want plates that are going to be better quality than that. There are some expensive hair straighteners that also create that grinding noise, and it's a huge pet peeve of mine. So with the GHD, you have no sounds that grind your hair. They are very smooth plates, which I'm very impressed with, but I honestly thought this was gonna be better than Bioionic, and it's not. So when it comes to curling or waving the hair with a flat iron, the one thing is a swivel cord. You saw that the swivel cord, it is not here, it is not available. So it does create a lot of tension with your wrist when you're trying to twist the wrist and the hair at the same time and you're kind of struggling. And then, yeah, just as you guys can see, it's twisted all the way down now. So you kind of have to untwist it. And it's just, you know what I mean? It's just not worth it, even for $10. When you have a swivel cord, don't take it for granted. The main point, it does not curl the hair as well. It does create curls, but it does take a lot more effort, and the effort to get to this is not worth it. It's a lot of grinding. There's a lot of tension and friction on the hair in between the plates because the plates are not floating and because the way the plates are designed, it's not curved anywhere. It's very straight, and therefore you will cause a lot more breakage in the hair a lot faster. So I think with that, it's not worth it to curl your hair with that. Like I said, there are really great flat irons under $100. Like I said, one of my favorites from the drugstore from Target is Kristin S. It is $80, so it is a little bit more than $50, but still, I think in my opinion, to curl your hair or to get a little bit more versatility, get something that's a little bit more expensive with a little bit better technology that does have those curved plates on the ends that will be a lot better on your hair and not cause that friction. And yeah, I think that's my final spiel. We're gonna go about our day and see how well these curls last, see what looks better at the end of the day. I'm excited. All right, so this is how we are looking. It's been what, like 4 or 5 hours since I curled the hair? I honestly think they both look very similar in terms of the style of the curl. Still, they're still pretty tight on each side. But yeah, the GHD, you can see it's very smooth and sleek. Let's just brush it out. But still, both of them are looking really good, right?
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, they look really nice. I like them. We're gonna go play some tennis. We're gonna meet up with my sister and brother-in-law and the 2 boys, my 2 nephews. We're gonna play tennis, or are you gonna play tennis? I might play tennis. I might actually go on the playground.
Little kid?
Be a kid again.
You wanna go higher? Come on, do it with your feet. Ready? With your legs. Come on. Whoa! You're doing it! Yay!
We're playing a little bit of tennis, just a little bit after the playground. Hair still looks good? Babe?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You wanna turn around? Just don't go so fast. Slow down.
Looks good, right?
Yeah, looks very good. Good hit. Ooh, we gotta return. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so we just got back from having dinner. We got some Mexican food after tennis and just hanging out because it was just so beautiful. And this is what the hair looks like. I haven't brushed it out since after we had late lunch. So I just want to brush out the hair. And the hair, as you can see, has settled a little bit more now. It's not as crazy poofy. All right, so just looking at the hair, the curls actually on both sides, they fell out very evenly, right? How does it look on camera? They look pretty even in the mirror as well. I'm just looking at the frizz at a closer look. And this side, the GHD, it kind of settled down, and on this side there's still hairs that are sticking up, as you guys can see that. But I did ask my little sister Karina, and she said that she liked the left side better because it was more voluminous at the time. So there we go. I am happy with both sides. The only thing I don't like overall is the grinding with the Revlon, and then because of the plates, they're not rounded, they're not floating. It's not my preference for a flat iron. For $10 to straighten hair, it's an A+, except for the grinding. If you can live with that, I think that's obviously up to you. I think for me, I would not recommend the execution of trying to achieve a curl just because it really grinds on your hair, and I don't think that's good for your hair. Personally, I am not gonna use it again to curl my hair. And yeah, I am not blown away by the new GHD, which is very sad, but it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, paying the extra hefty price is not worth it in this case. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, spending time with me. and this hair throughout the day. I will see you in another video. I love you all very much. Bye.